All right, cool. So this is me, Chris from Adaptation, and we got the Jan 2025 Maths Paper 2 a little earlier today. And I thought, I always wanted to do new solutions the same day, but I always had a class. Today I happen to not have a class, so I thought, let me do it. And I kind of have to move a little quick because I don't have that much time to do it. So let's see. We took a browse through the paper a bit earlier, and there's at least one error in the paper, and we will see if there are any more. And there were a couple of questions at first glance. Honestly, I was like, how are we going to this, boy? I said, do I really want to go live and embarrass myself if I don't know how to do a question? I said, let me just start, right? All right, so folks, so answer all questions, section 1. All working must be clearly shown. Using a calculator or otherwise determine the value of. So you have that thing, and it's 2 marks. Now do not just plug it in your calculator and put an answer. You will not get the full 2 marks if you do so. All right, what I would suggest is when you plug it in, you put the answers to, like, for example, we know this is a BOMDAS or BODMAS question, right? We know, oh, sorry, 1 second. This, yeah, I've been having this little issue with my little app here, right? Now we have to do the division inside the brackets first. After we do the division, then we could do the addition, and then we could drop the brackets and do that particular item. And they wanted an exact form, all right? Okay, cool, that's no scene. All right, so let's do the 5/12 divided by the 1/9 first, right? So let's take it step by step, right? So 5/12, and again, apologies for the scrappiness of the writing. All right, so when you're dividing fractions, the protocol is to invert it. Oh, hold on, sorry, my microphone blocking. I have a little wig. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, invert the divisor, all right? Change divide to multiply and invert your divisor, right? So 3 could go into 9 3 times, and 3 could go into 12 4 times. Now, of course, when you're multiplying fractions, you multiply numerators together. 5 by 3 would then give us 15, and 4 by 1 will give us, well, 4. All right. Then we could do 1/8 add to that, right? So we're going to have 1, oh, sorry, I need to change the thickness of that point on the pen. It's going to be a little too much. All right. Yeah. Good. So we have now 1/8 plus the 15 over 4. Now, the good news about that is that 8 and 4 have a common multiple of 8. All right, so 8 into 8 goes 1 time, 1 by 1 is 1. 4 into 8 goes 2 times, 2 by 15 is 30. So we have 31 over 8. And now we have to find 2/3 of that item. Maybe I should use the darker one. Let's see how this lighter one looks, right? So now we have to find 2/3 of 31 over 8. Now, it's always a good idea, DeAndre. This is live. I'm working it live. Yeah. Yeah, to double check your work with your calculator. So 2 into that goes 4 times. And of course, again, when you're multiplying fractions, you multiply numerator by numerator and then denominator by denominator. All right. So let's just double check. So 5/12 divided by 1/9. You flip 1/9 to make it 9. 3 into 9 goes 3 times. That's 4. 5 by 3 is 15 over 4. Right. 1/8 plus that. So that's 30 over 8, plus 1 over 8 is 31 over 8, and 2/3 of that, you get 31 over 12. So that's the exact form. If you want, you could put it as 2 and 7/12. Again, up to you how you choose to present it, whether improper or mixed number. They both mean the same thing. You get the same marks either way. Okay, then we have 314.2, which is about 100 pi, minus that. Okay, so I will draw for the calculator for this one. I have to do all that. Right, so 26,082. 26,082, and always make sure whatever you plug into your calculator is correct. I have done that too many times myself. Plugged in figures and not double checked them and gotten incorrect answers because I did not plug in the correct figures. Look at that, that's exactly a half. Right, and if you subtract that from the 314.2, you get 313.7. 313.7, right. So here, this would be equal to 313.7, but they want it in standard form. The protocol for standard form is that there must be one and only one digit to the left of the decimal point. But obviously 3.137 is not equal to 313.7. So you have to multiply by 10, and the 10 must be raised to the power that will move the decimal point, the requisite number of spaces, back to the correct position. So we need to move it 2 spaces to the right, so it's a positive 2. All right, so that's the first page done. Par for the course. More or less things looking decent. All right. Oh, you know, I really should open up a thing here. Sorry, just give me a minute. 1B. Oh, wait, did I not copy the correct page? Did I not copy the page? Oh my gosh. Master. 1B. Okay, sorry. Give me 1 sec. Had a bit of a mishap here. Mayhaps. What? Open the file. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to refresh. Attachment right now. All right, I did it today and it was okay. All right, glad to hear that. All right, cool. Yeah. Sorry, give me 1 sec. Of course, something had to go wrong somewhere, right? Did I just not copy it? But this is the error in the question here, right? Well, actually, not this particular part. Part 1 was okay. Part 2, we had an issue with. Okay, so I guess I misplaced that page. Refresh printout. Okay, cool. All right, I'm just gonna copy and paste. If this the answers I gone through from question 1 alone, boy, pressure in the dance. Oh my god. All right, hold on, sorry. I was trying to get up to my YouTube channel to see if anybody pop on the live there. How long I do a live, boy? View in live control room. Anybody there? Nope, nobody there. Oh no, Jaden. Alright. Love your vids preparing for CXM crash course in accounts. Yeah, the crash course coming. Yeah. So Jaden, I hope you're still there. Sorry if you're not, but yeah. Okay, sorry, where was I? Okay, there was I. Need to get to the top of the page and put back B part 1. B part 1 here? Alright, cool. Cut. Paste. Paste it there, and then we're going to go back to where we were working from and paste it there as well. Come back to me. All right. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit so we could see a bit more easily. So Jim packed several cases of fruit juice. All right, it's ticking or it's just me? It's ticking? Serious? Okay, I didn't know that. Sorry about that. I'm not sure how to help. It did say an unstable internet connection, so not sure. Right, Jim packed several cases of fruit juice for sale. Each case contained 24 boxes of juice in 3 different varieties, apple, orange, and pineapple, in the ratio 2 to 5 to 1 respectively. Right, so see that word respectively, right? That means that the apple corresponds to the 2, right? The orange corresponds to the 5, and the pineapple corresponds to the 1. So how many boxes of pineapple juice were packed in each case? So this sounds like it's a SCA question. All right, so let's take a look here. All right, so what we do with a ratio, we add the numbers together. So 2 plus 5 plus 1 is equal to 8, sorry, right? So this is apple, orange, and pineapple. So the fraction of the boxes, right, that pineapple is accounted for is 1/8. And then multiply that 1/8 by 24, and we get 3 boxes. So how many boxes of pineapple juice were packed in each case? 3 boxes, right? Now, this is all the information they give us. And you'll notice the rest of the page is blank, right? I'll zoom out, you can see the whole blank. The next question is as follows, right? The profit gained from selling all the boxes of pineapple juice is $35.64. Each box of pineapple juice was sold for $3.34. Show that the cost price of a box of pineapple juice is $2.35. Long story short, when they say all the boxes of pineapple juice, it can't be all 3. Now, on the previous page, it only said that Jim packed several cases, right? So I was thinking, okay, maybe there's a trick in it. Maybe we had to figure out how to figure out the number of boxes sold. But the only way to do that is to actually use the information that they're asking to prove and work backwards. So I think this is an error in the paper. Either they asked the wrong question or they didn't give you enough information. So what we're going to do, we're going to work with what we have. So if you are sitting an exam and you realize, hey, something wrong here, right? Don't panic. It's CXC. As you can see here, things, right? My belly turning up to see if I get my marks, yes? Yeah, as you can see, they make errors. So if they realize they make an error and they realize, hey, everybody get this question wrong, what really went on? oh shucks, we didn't give information. Oh, hey, we asked you wrong thing. They can't find this. They will either give everybody the same marks or scrap the question from the paper, right? That is the official call. I do not know what they will do with this. Do not ask me. I don't know. All right. So let me deal with it. So what we're gonna find out is how many boxes were sold, right? How many boxes of pineapple juice and possibly cases as well, right? So check this, right? If the selling price, so each box of pineapple juice was sold for $3.34 and the cost price is $2.35, right? That's a 99-cent difference. So $3.34 minus $2.35 is 99 cents, right? And if the total profit made from selling all was $35.64, if you take 35.64 and divide by 0.99, you'll get 36. Sorry, I should have made that 9 a little better, a little more 9-ish. Right, so 35, 64, divided by 0.99, exactly 36. Lovely. All right, so it means that they sold 36 boxes of pineapple juice, right? And then this would translate, so if you take 36 and divide by 3, it means you sold 12 cases. Because remember in the first part of the question, we saw that each case only had 3 boxes of pineapple juice. So again, the question that they asked could not be answered due to a lack of information. So this is what I chose to do. Again, if you realize there's an error in the question, which should not be your responsibility, and I know what could happen is it could panic people. Hey, Happy New Year, Sita. Yeah, it could panic people in question 1, and it could mess with your mind for the rest of the paper, right? So you need to get their act together. If they're having all this large amount of money, I don't know how much coming to them every year, the least they could do is double check the paper before it goes out to students, right? Okay, now what they want the percentage profit made on the sale of the boxes of pineapple juice. Okay, so percentage profit. So the profit on each box is 99 cents, right? That's the profit. And it's the profit on the cost, right? So you'll take your profit and divide by 235 and multiply by $100, 100 over 1, right? So 0.99 divided by 2.35, what? Right, multiply by 100, right? So 42.13%, 42.1%, so approximately 42%, right? Let's do 42.1. Oh, yeah, by the way, if you're also making any errors, let me know. Jaden, how was the paper? See our question. SEA, our question. All right. Sunk me. Yeah, Jaden, the POA crash course coming up a little later, right? You looking for January exams? Oh, hold on. Why is the screen blank out? Okay. If it keeps doing that, I'm going to actually have to kind of stop the live. But I'll see how many questions I could do in the meantime, right? Because there was an issue with, I'm streaming on TikTok too, so it's not Instagram. I was supposed to do a stream on Instagram, but it blanked out again. But it's still here on TikTok. Anyhow, those of you on YouTube, if it's blanking out, my TikTok handle is the same adaptation. Join me across it seems to be a bit more stable on that side. But it was blanking out there too, so I know what to tell you. Anyhow, so 42.1% to 1 decimal place. You know, for somebody who say I don't have much time, I real old talking with this people. And it's 10 minutes gone. The first question now done. All right, question 2. Algebra. Factorize each of the, okay, so this one is a bit faded. This is x squared minus 49. We should know that this is the difference of 2 squares, x squared minus 7 squared. So when you factorize, you get x plus 7 by x minus 7. You can put x minus 7 in front of x plus 7. It does not matter, right? This one is a basic quadratic to factorize, right? X squared plus 2x minus 35. Sorry, I forgot to take off my WhatsApp notifications. I'm not gonna bring that screen up. Hold on. It's my wife just now. I had to check it because it's my wife. Give me a second. Sorry. Oh, okay. I guess she sent the message to the wrong person because everything was deleted. All right, cool. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna do a little shortcut here, guys. Again, it's just to kind of save some time. If you want to see how to factorize quadratics, you could message me. I could probably give you some free content. But here, long story short, it's 2 marks, so you're gonna have to show some kind of working, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna split that 2x into 5x minus 7x. Because 5 minus 7, sorry, no, my bad, plus 7x minus 5x. Yeah, because 7 minus 5 is 2, and 7 by minus 5 is minus 35, right? Those two numbers pull double duty. They have to add together to give you the coefficient of x in the middle there, and they have to multiply to give you the constant to the back, right? Again, assuming the coefficient is 1. Okay, so what's going to happen here? We're going to factorize. We're going to get x by x plus 7, factorize by grouping, minus 5. We're going to get, again, x plus 7. We'll notice that the binomial term is the common factor now, so you're going to factorize using that, which will then give you x minus 5 to the back. And again, you can put x minus 5 in the front, x plus 7 to the back. It doesn't matter because you're multiplying. And as we know, multiplication is commutative. The sequence of the terms being multiplied doesn't matter. 2 by 3 is the same as 3 by 2. And then they ask you, hence, simplify the expression that. Now, you'll notice this was the same as the one in the pink, and this is the same as the one in the blue. So what you are going to do is you are going to use your answers from above, right? So you have your x plus 7 by x minus 7 for the numerator, and you have your x plus, 7 by x minus 5. Right. It's a quadratic. Yeah, there you go. Algebra. Yeah, algebra. Nothing wrong with algebra. Right. So you're going to cancel out x plus 7, and your final answer therefore will simply be x minus 7 divided by x minus 5. Sorry. Yeah. Again, if I make any mistakes, I am severely lacking sleep, so do pardon me. All right, Olivia. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I should have taken off that thing. It's going to keep beeping. All right. Okay. Rearrange the formula to make m the subject. So basically, they wanted to transpose. Sorry. Yeah. Transpose for m. All right. So first thing I would do is actually I would add m squared to both sides of the equation. Then I would subtract s. And then I would square root both sides of the equation. Oh, geez. Okay, cool. That's that one. Lisa has $56 to buy a total of no more than 70 red balloons and green balloons for her party. Okay, with a little bit of linear programming here, boy. All right. She buys more green balloons than red balloons and must buy at least 15 red balloons. Each red balloon costs 75 cents and each green balloon costs 50 cents. Let x and y represent the number of red balloons and green balloons respectively. No problem. Yeah, go ahead. Hold up. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah. Y is inversely proportional to x minus 2. Yeah, or y is equal to 1 over x minus 2. But it don't make a difference because you could swap them. That's fine. That is true. That is true. But remember, it would be k multiplied by it, huh? Yeah. Yeah, define k. That's great. Right. I see. It's sticking for some reason in my internet. I'm not sure I see. Avinash, how come you got the master person already? Brett, that was out since, I don't know. I just get it, so I just never do it. Sorry, I get lost. I get sidetracked for a second there. One of my students working with me, and she's teaching inside, right? Lisa, okay. X and Y, okay, write two inequalities in X and Y other than X is greater than 0, equals 0, and Y is equal to 0 to everything. Okay. Okay, so Lisa has to buy a total of no more than 70 red and 70 red and green. Okay, cool. Go check it, right? X is the red balloons, and Y is the green balloons. So X plus Y must be less than or equal to 70, right? Okay, cool. She buys more green balloons than red balloons. Okay, so therefore Y must be greater than X. Green must be greater than red. She must buy at least 15 red balloons. Red is X, right? At least 15. So X must be greater than or equal to 15. And 75 cents and 50 cents. Okay, so 0.75x is the total money spent on your red balloons. 0.50y is total money spent on green balloons. And this has to be less than or equal to total money available, which is $56, right? Right, not you don't have any problem. Oh, hey guys, sorry about that. I don't know why it's doing that. Everything seems to be running fine on my laptop screen here. When you say sticking, what's specifically sticking TikTok? Like the writing appearance tilted, or is it me, or what's going on? Talk to me now. Let me know what's going on. I'll see if I could help. Okay, right. This is the question that Kayla was just asking me about. Right, given that y is inversely proportional, y, right, is inversely proportional to x minus 2, which means that y is equal to some constant k divided by, sorry, let me shift that down to give it a little more breathing room, as my pops would say, right? X minus 2, right? And that x is equal to 11 when y is equal to 9. Okay, so x is equal to 11 when y is equal to 9. So that's equal to k over 11 minus 2. So 11 minus 2 is 9. So 9 is equal to k over 9. So when you multiply 9 by 9, we get the value of k as 81. So what this therefore means is that y is equal to 81 over x minus 2. And they want the value of y when x is 29. So y would be equal to 81 over 29 minus 2. Now 29 minus 2 is 27. And 81 divided by 27 is 3. Yeah, why if I get in trouble? Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how to deal with that right now. I'm just trying to see how this mic can move so I can it's not in the way. I know the laptop at the wrong angle. Let me see. Oh, it's not even that one. Is it this one? Oh, it is. Oh, it is. All right. Anyhow, what are we there? Right. Sorry. Let's see. I will never understand inequalities. Valanda. I'm actually teaching linear programming in my math class in the middle of the month. Message me on Instagram if you want to join for that, no? Right? We can make it work. There's always anything anybody else understand, you can understand too, right? And I mean, I understand people say, I'll never understand this, but if you do that, then you make it a reality. Words have a power. All right, guys? So either you want the words you say to be empowering or disempowering, right? Decide, I mean, it may not be that you want to use certain things, certain skills, you might want to acquire them, but don't ever say you can't do it. You can't do it yet, right? Okay, diagram below shows a regular hexagon. Regular doesn't mean it has its bowel movements are constant and consistent. It has to do with the fact that all the lengths, the side lengths are all equal, right? So element of PQ, whose side is 8 centimeters, so all of the edges there are 8 centimeters, show that the value of angle PQL. So PQL is this angle here, right? Okay, so they wanted to show that the angle on the inside is 120. Now, there's a formula to get the sum of all the interior angles of any, what you call it, polygon, right? Straight edge polygon. So the total number of degrees is equal to n minus 2, then multiplied by 180, where n is the number of sides. So here we have a hexagon which has 6 sides. So 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 by 180 is actually equal to 720. And there are, sorry, 6 angles, right? Because there are six edges. Chris, did you solve the question with the pineapple juice? Yeah, it was an error, Shamo. There was an error in the question. They either didn't give you the number of cases that they sold, or they were supposed to ask you to find the number of cases sold. So yeah, there was a problem with the question. So that was the scene. Right. And now if it takes 720, which is the sum of all 6 angles, and you divide it by 6, you get 120 degrees per angle. All right. Okay, cool. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Right. So that's 3 part A. So the next question is on the next side. So this was I took a look at this and I'm like, what's going on here? The vertices of a rectangle, right? W, X, Y, and Z touch the sides PQ, QL, MN, and NO of the hexagon in part A. ZY and WX are parallel to LM and PO. So we have parallel lines, all right, which always, it gives rise to the possibility for what the answer for the first question in the battery is 3. Yeah, that's correct, yeah. it gives rise to the possibility to use F and Z angles, right? So, for example, like if you follow, like, so this length here, and these two sides are parallel, so these two angles would be equal here. Sorry, Shamo calling me. Hey, Shamo, what vibes? Andrew. Yeah, no, I had an error in the question. Yeah, that question couldn't be solved. They either asked the wrong question, as in they asked for the, what you call it? Yeah, they couldn't ask for that because they didn't have enough information. So it's either they want. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I was able to get about 4 inequalities. If you want, you could go on YouTube too. I live on YouTube same time. Yeah. All right. Yeah, TikTok. Sorry. One of my students who was on the live said real lagging. So real sorry, but I don't know what the story is or why it's lagging because it says it has full signal. Let me see it. I frightened the switch networks because next thing I switch and then cut. I not even see any 5 gig. All right, I clearly need an IT professional to come and help me out here. Anyhow, sorry, where was we? Okay, calculate the value of angle LWX. So LWX, now, and this, by the way, is only 2 marks, so it can't be that hard. I was like, all right, okay, maybe not that hard. All right, so LWX. So, okay, so this is what we know. If you're ever in trouble, right, and you're not sure what to do, play with these things you know, right? We know that this is 120, this is 120. We also know this is 90. And we know that the whole angle here is 180 degrees, right? So I have a couple of ideas here, right? Oh, we also know this is 120 as well. And, right, now, again, you might have to prove this, right? But I have a feeling that this point W bisects this line, as does this point Z bisect this line. I have a strong feeling that that happens, which means, therefore, you have an isosceles triangle, right? So if you have 120, you have 60 left. So it means that this is 30 and this is 30, right? And if this is 90, 90 and 30 is what? 120, which means that this had to be 60. Now, the other theory I have, again, is that this length here and this length here are equal, right? And again, this is a quadrilateral, right? And the sum of the interior angles of a quadrilateral is what? 360, 2 of which are 120. So if you have 120 by 2, you'll get 240, right? And if you take 360 and minus 240, you get 120, which would be this angle here plus this angle here. And I'm willing to bet those 2 angles are equal. And again, if you take 120 and divide by 2, guess what you get? You get 60 degrees. All right, Christopher Douglas. Co-interior angles with the 120. Yes, that's correct, yeah. There you go. Yeah, the parallel lines, you could have used them. I think they were there to be used, to be honest. Yeah? So that was probably how you used them. All right, let's continue. All right, okay, so with the construction, I can't do constructions using this app, so I do apologize. So I'm just going to bypass this question and go into question 4. All right, so at some point I'll make a short or a TikTok or a reel with the construction. Okay, so a line segment joins the points. Sorry, yeah, minus 5, 6, and 7. Calculate the midpoint of line segment CD. So the midpoint of CD is the average of the x coordinates. So that's minus 5 plus 7 divided by 2. And the average of the y coordinates. So 6 plus 2 then divided by 2. Minus 5 plus 7 is 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. So then you had 1, 4. So that's the midpoint. All right. And then find the gradient. So the gradient is the rate of change of y with respect to x. So that's y2 minus y1. Sorry, live disconnected. Sorry guys, hold on, it reconnected. TikTok, just somebody give me a thumbs up or something. It said it disconnected, so I was a little concerned. I don't know why I did that or how. Or what is going on with the Wi-Fi of all these? It's still trying to connect to the Wi-Fi. And YouTube, just do my favor. Just give me a thumbs up if you all good on that side. A heart or a thumbs up or something, or 100. Just give me some kind of little feedback now. If you're all good with the whatchamacallit, with the stream, the connection. All right. Where was I? Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, so the change in y divided by the change in x. Okay, so let's do, right, so go back on top of here. Now it doesn't matter, so you can do 2 minus 6 over 7 minus 5. So let's do that. So 2 minus 6 over 7 minus 5. That's minus 4 over 12, so you have minus 1/3. I'm going to double check that, right? 2 minus 6 is minus 4. And then you say 4, 7 minus 5 is 7 plus, which is 12. Minus 4 over 12 is minus 1/3, right? And again, hey, thanks, Naima, Real Kirby, and Mercedes. Thanks very much for the feedback. I appreciate it. Yeah. And again, sorry about the scrappy writing. Right. Determine the equation of the perpendicular bisector of CD. Okay. The equation of a perpendicular, okay, if you have a line, let's say, again, this is CD, and you have your midpoint. If there's another line that passes through the midpoint at a right angle, that is the perpendicular bisector of CD. It is a straight line, and the straight line will have equation y equal to mx plus c. Now we know that it's the bisector, so it's passing through the midpoint, which we saw has coordinates 1 and 4, right? So that's big M, right? And the gradient, now the gradient that we just saw for this, for CD is minus 1/3. The gradient for the perpendicular bisector is the negative inverse, minus 1 divided by the gradient of CD. So we have minus 1 divided by minus 1/3, right? Yeah. Long story short, flip it and change the sign, right? Or as we could see here, we'll change divide to multiply and invert the divisor. A minus by a minus is a plus. So this is the x value, x coordinate, y coordinate, sorry, my apologies. So 4 would be equal to 3 by 1 plus c. 3 by 1 is simply 3. To solve for c, we'd subtract 3 from both sides of the equation. And we can state outright that the equation of the perpendicular bisector is y is equal to, what's the gradient? 3 x plus 1. All right. All right, another line AB is parallel. Couldn't connect. TikTok. Hold on. There's not TikTok fault. It's the laptop. I don't know the Wi-Fi. What's going on with this thing? No, the light's not blinking. Okay, let me try the 5 gig. TikTok, if it disconnect and come back, no worries. Right, so okay, so TikTok, let me see if the 5 gig band working a little better. If not, I will switch to the upstairs Wi-Fi. Achilles, Gabriel, and Amari. Shit, thanks very much. Right, another line AB is parallel to CD. When two lines are mutually parallel to each other, their gradients are the same. And it passes through the point 0, 1. Write down the equation of the line AB. Right, it's a straight line. So the equation is in the form y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, so, right, so this would be the y-intercept. We know that because the x coordinate is 0, and x is 0 all along the y-axis. So this point has to be on the y-axis. And if it's parallel to CD, the equation, so the gradient is the same, right? And it's parallel to CD. The gradient of CD was minus 1/3, not the 3. That 3 was the gradient of the perpendicular bisector, right? Minus 1/3 x plus 1. All right, cool. This thing with TikTok not going well at all, boy. All of a sudden today giving treble, bass and treble. TikTok or else, right? You guys getting a hard time over there, boy. Unknown. Seeing this maybe how much I do. Hey, it's okay. Mercedes, all that for little 3 marks. Mercedes, you should see some of the Cambridge exams and the Cambridge Advanced exams. How much I do for 2 or 1 mark. Okay, hold on. Sorry, just now. This making me angry. Not angry, I shouldn't say it's annoying me. Right? I'm going to switch to the upstairs Wi-Fi. Right? And I'm calling any service provider name. Yes, that upstairs is the bigger, better network. Support. Oh, it can connect to that. Just now, YouTube, give me a second. I try to make sure my TikTok all there. Okay, cool. Right. Okay, that's it for question 4. Cool. Question 5. Oh, sorry, somebody messaging me. Valanda. All right, cool. Okay, now hold on. Just now, I have to come back down to the downstairs Wi-Fi because the upstairs Wi-Fi going worse. I should have guessed that, you know. Okay. The table below. I'm gonna have to mute that because it's upsetting me right now. Right. Table below shows the marks out of 10 that 40 students in a class gained on an essay writing test. Calculate the students' mean score on the test. So this is ungrouped data. So we have to multiply going across, right? So 3 students got 4 marks. So if you were to add them separately, right? 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, right? Is the same as multiplying 3 by 4. So we're going to multiply going across, right? So 3 by 4 is 12. Sorry, I can fail again. No, I sure I didn't. All right. Oh my. The amount of crap. I mean, I sure I didn't do so bad. Right. 6 by 9 is 54. 7 by 8 is 56. 8 by 7 is also 56. 9 by 8 is 72. 10 by 5 is 50. And we have to add all of these, right? So 12 and 54 is 66. 66 and 56 is 122. 122 and 56 is 178. 178 and 2 is 180, and 70 is 250, and 50 is 300. And I really should double check that with the calculator. Okay, and then the frequency, so 3 and 9 is 12, 12 and 8, so hold on, so 3 plus 9 is 12, 12 and 8 is 20. So this is my CF column here, by the way. 20 and 7 is 27, and 8 is 35, and 5 is 40. Yeah, that's what to do for that one. Right, so we're going to divide by 40, knock off a 0, so that's, I believe that's 7.5. Yeah, all right, that's the mean score on the test. And there's 2 marks, so yeah. 5A part 2. Oh, come on, man. I don't understand. It never has as much trouble. Never. This never happened before. Of all days. All right, determine the modal mark. So the modal mark is the mark with the highest frequency. The highest frequency here looks to be 9. So the modal mark is 6, right? So the modal mark is 6. The median, all right, so that I knew we needed a CF. The median mark is the mark of exactly halfway in the distribution. Now the thing is, you have an even number of marks. So what's going to happen? I thought I muted this thing. I know I did, right? Because it keeps connecting automatically, so whatever, right? Right, so what's going to happen, you see, you could split 40 into 2 equal halves, right? The first 20 and then the second 20. So there's no actual middle mark. So what we have to do is find the 20th and 21st marks and then find their average. Now here, 20 was here. So the mark of the 20th person was 7, which means, and then right after you go into the next set of marks, which is 8. Right? So the 20th person had a mark of 7. The 21st person had a mark of 8. So you find the average of 7 and 8, which is 7.5. Sorry, my desk making some noise as well. 7.5, yeah. And again, sorry about the scrappy writing. Yeah, I like to say my penmanship sank. If you catch that joke, let me know. Right. If you put 7 is correct. I couldn't put 7.5. Yeah, boy, I hear you. I don't know what the call would be. I would probably say no, but I do not know for sure. 5A part 3. Using the information in the table below, a pie chart is constructed to represent the marks students gain. I read a book once called The Visual Display of Quantitative Information by Edward R. Tufte, Tufte. And in the book, gentleman said, the only thing worse than one pie chart is more than one pie chart. Because he says there are better ways to show parts to a whole, and after reading his logic, I did kind of agree, but you can use pie charts for simple things. Anyhow, so using the information into below, a pie chart is construct. Okay, right. So the marks between 3 and 4, 5, okay. Calculate the angle in the sector representing the interval just now, sorry, yeah, the interval 5 to 6. Okay, so 3 and 9 is 12, right? 3 plus 9 is 12, plus 15 is 27, plus that is 40, right? You have 9 students out of a total of 40, and you have a total of 360 degrees. So 40 will go into 369 times, and 9 by 9 is 81 degrees. All right, and that was 1 mark, so yeah. Now this is where it got interesting. This is part of the newness of the syllabus, right? Now probability has been there for a while, but not in this particular form. This is something you might more quickly see on the AdMath syllabus. Not that it is AdMath level difficulty, but if you're not taught it, you would know what to do, all right? And again, this is not me teaching right now. This is just me browsing through the paper and doing it quickly because I wanted people to see the solutions, right? Especially if it might come from mock exams, right? I want you all to have a resource. Anyhow, the diagram below shows 2 fair 6-sided dice, P and Q. So the 6 numbers on die P are 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. So this die has 2 zeros, 2 ones, and a 2 and a 3. The 6 numbers on die Q are 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. So you have 3 ones, a 2 twos, and a 3. Die P is rolled once. What is the probability that the score is not 2? For the score not to be 2, right, there's only 1, 2 on all 6 faces, right? So if it's only 1, 2, it means that there are 5 other items that are not 2. So 5, 6 is the answer. Die Q, and this is where it gets interesting. Die Q is rolled twice. What is the probability that the score is 1 both times? For the score to be 1 on 1 roll, you have 3 ones on die Q out of a total of 6. So that's a half. 3 out of 6 is a half. And you have 2 rolls. So you have 1/4. Right? Sorry, right. When is mock exam or school tell us not? Mock exams, your school's supposed to tell you. That might be after Carnival. I'm thinking in early March. Some people might start mock Ash Wednesday. Because some schools just that wicked. All right. Okay. Die Q is rolled 72 times. This is the question that caught me off guard when I first browsed through the paper. Like 72 times? And I was like, something to the power of 72. And I'm like, 1 mark? Calculate an estimate of the number of times the score is 3. So I overblew the question. Die Q. On Q, you have 6 faces, one of which is 3. So the probability you roll a 3 is 1 out of 6. And if you had 72 rolls, 6 will cancel with 72 12 times. So yeah, when I calm myself down, I'm like, 72 rolls, that's craziness. Like, okay, just calm down, Chris. So again, little lesson B, stay calm in the exam. All right? And 5B part 4. So this is where I got a little more in the AdMath side of it. Again, not that it is AdMath level difficulty, but just that it's something you would more regularly see there. But again, they did change the math syllabus, and you should be familiar with the changes, right? Okay, each die is rolled once. Each die is rolled once. So you roll die 1, die P, and die Q. Okay, cool. The product of the scores is recorded. Okay, cool. So if you roll a 0 on that die, and you roll any number on the other die, it'll always be 0, right? And since you have 2 zeros on die P, you have a set of zeros. And if you roll a 1 and a 1, the product is 1, because product is multiply. Okay, so we have that. Right. Right. I got try. I put 24. See, they come to me. I got it. All right. Cool. Well, that is happening, man. Okay. What was it? Right. Find the probability that the product of the scores is 2 or 3. Okay. Cool. Check this. You have 6 on the horizontal, 6 on the vertical. So therefore, 6 by 6 means you have a total of 36 possible outcomes. Okay. Out of those, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is either 2 or 3. So you're going to put 12 out of 36 and cancel it out to get 1/3. All right, simple as that. Boom. Right. Will this live be recorded? It is actually, yes, it is. It's recorded on TikTok. I usually don't put the whole live on TikTok, but on my YouTube channel, I'm recording there as well. It's a public live, so it will be available thereafter. All right. Okay. In this question, use pi as 22/7. Okay. A piece of wire 61 centimeters long is bent to form a sector. So they took a wire and they bent it to form the sector. So what that means is that the entire length of this total perimeter is 61. That is something that a lot of people don't realize and aren't shown. So I'm telling you, right? So they're bending this to be in the shape of a sector, as shown in the diagram below. The sector of circle OPQ has center O and radius 18, right? So obviously this is 18 as well, right? So you have 18, 18 on this side, and that's a total of 36. And if it's 61 centimeters in total, the remainder is 25, which means that this here, the arc length is 25 centimeters, right? Show that the value of x is approximately 80 degrees. This is 3 marks. This question had a few layers. The first layer was that you had to figure out, hey, what's the length of that? The reason being is because to figure out the angle in the center there, right? Now, obviously, for the AdMath students who know radians, arcs, and sectors, you could use the simple formula r by theta is equal to arc length. But obviously, because we're doing regular math, radians is not required to be known, and hence you will not know that formula, right? But, well, how I'm interpreting the question, they wanted to get the value of that, right? Now, how would we do that? Well, in a sector is a piece of a whole circle. Think of a sector like a slice of pizza, right? So if I cut my pizza in half, right? So the total number of degrees in a circle is 360. Cool. If you cut it in half, in each sector you have an angle of 180, right? If you then cut it into quarters, each sector has an angle of 90 degrees, right? If you then cut it into eighths, you then have 45 degrees in each sector, etc., right? Okay. Now, how does that help us to figure it out? What happens is that the arc, so if you cut it in half, it means that the arc length here is half of the whole circle, and that half of the whole circumference, sorry, and that corresponds to the 180 being half of 360. So what they're saying is that there's a relationship between the angle in the sector and the arc length. They are both proportional to the whole, right? So x, sorry, whoa, leave yourself. So x out of 360 would be equal to 25 out of the circumference, right? So x would be equal to 25 out of 25 over circumference multiplied by 360, right? Now the circumference, as we know, is either pi by diameter or 2 pi r, right? So that's 25 over 2 by pi by r being 18, right? That's 360. Now again, you can plug it up in your calculator. So 2 by 18 is 36. 36 will cancel 360 10 times. So you have 25 by 10 is 250. And you divide in 250 by pi. All right? So 250 divided by pi is about 79.5. Right, cool. So x is equal to, oh sorry, no, and they said 22/7. So sorry, I had to do that. So that's equal to 25 divided by 22/7. I know I'm skipping some steps for some people. I do apologize. But again, I had to finish before 8:30 because I had to get home to help with the babies. Yeah, for those of you who didn't know, that's why I've been kind of absent on YouTube. Because now we have 2 children. Well, I have 3 technically. I have a stepson. Right. Sorry, this should be 250. My bad. 250 divided by that. I forgot I multiplied it by 10. Yeah, so 9.5. 5, ... So yeah, so x is approximately 80 degrees. Cool. Right. Okay. Boom. Boom. Right. Calculate the area enclosed by the wire. Okay. So, sorry, what? The wire. The wire. Right. So the area would be equal to theta over 360, the fraction of the whole multiplied by pi r squared. So they wanted it to use the 80 over the 360 here by 22 over 7 by 18 square. 18 mini radius, right? Come on, man, Philip, behave yourself. To do that. Can you do that? Or you could do that. Right. So 18 squared by 22 divided by 7 multiplied by 80 divided by 360. So 226.28 approximately, right? So approximately 226.28 square centimeters. Correct to 2 decimal places, right? Again, sorry, pick me. Yeah. You pick me then. Yeah. Yeah. Again, if I make any errors, let me know. Obviously, I can't change your life if I make a but I would say a mistake. Well, what are you gonna do? I could double check it one time. 80 out of 360, knock out that. That's 2/9. 2/9 of a whole. 9 into that is 2. 2 by 2 is 4. Well, I'll go with that. Moving on. Right, this is the question that had me a little perplexed. And I was like, okay, let me draw my math knowledge and see if I could work it out. Right. A cylindrical block of cheese has a radius of 12 centimeters and a height of 8. So radius of 12, height of 8. And they cut out clearly a slice of cheese. Right? If you didn't like cheese, just use cheesecake, slice of cake, right? Angel, so you got an answer to. All right, great. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. The cheese is divided into equal slices. Oh, that is interesting. Each slice has 18 degrees. If you take 360 and divide by 18 degrees, 18 into 36 goes 2 times, so you have 20 slices. All right. They didn't ask for that, but I'm just saying, right? The uniform cross-section of a slice of cheese is a sector whose angle is 18. The cross-section being like if you're looking at it from on top, so you're seeing the sector, right? You're not seeing the whole 3D thing. As shown in the diagram below, right? So calculate the length of the arc AB. So the length of the arc. So again, that's the fraction of the whole circumference. So the angle is 18 degrees out of 360 multiplied by 2 pi r. Hold on, the length of that arc. Yeah, because, so it'll be 2 by 22 over 7 by 12, 2 pi r, right? 18 into 360 goes 20 times, 2 into 20 goes 10 times. So you have 22 by 12 over 7. Okay, whatever, just plug it into your calculator, Christopher, right? I'd like to work things mentally because it keeps your brain active and capable, you know? Okay, now, what's that noise? I don't know. Right, and then divide that by 20. So 3.7. Let me double check it, right? So 18. So what they want the length of the arc. Okay, cool. If the radius is 12, the whole circle circumference is 2 by pi by r. So 75, right? And then you divide that by, so 18 over 3/6 is 20, right? So divide by 20. So about 3.77, right? So approximately 3.77 centimeters, correct to 2 decimal places. Right. Do you upload PDFs with the answer? Yes, normally I would try to type it out. I just don't have that time these days. But if you all want, I could put this up on my website. Right. 3 and 27 over 35. That's the exact value. I like that one. I do not know how to pronounce that. Queen? I don't know. All right, I'm going to try. So this was the part that had me kind of confused initially. Determine the area of the curved face ABCD. The area of this face here. Well, I'll tell you how I do it, right? So basically, Okian. Okay, thank you very much. Okian. All right, lovely. Thanks for giving me the calculation, by the way, too, right? Yeah, I'm not seeing the internet dropping for TikTok recently, so I'm hoping the Wi-Fi is better on it. To show Okian and Beaky. Okay, cool. And whoever else? Let me see, who else there? Nobody else? Okay, cool. It's saying 8 people watching. Okay. Right, so what I did was I took this 3.77 and just multiplied it by the 8. Like finding the area of a rectangle. And the logic is basically you kind of, the area is like if you're moving that line through space, right? So 3.77 multiplied by 8. So 30.16 approximately 30.16 square centimeters. And it's 1 mark, so it couldn't be that hard, right? So given that the area of OAB was OAB, OAB is the sector. So the area of the sector, the volume of the entire block of cheese. So that one had me like, what? Right. So long story short, since it's a cylinder, the volume of a cylinder is pi r squared by height. Pi r squared, as we know, is the area of a circle. So you're multiplying the area of the circle by the height. And because they gave you the area of OAB, right, that's just one piece here. And we know we have 20 pieces. All we have to do to find the whole area is multiply the 20 pieces by the 22.6, right? So this is the 20 pieces multiplied by 22.6. And then you multiply that by the 8. Limit 8, right? So 452 by 8. 1860. All right, so whatever. So 20 by 22.6 by 8. Ooh, I was way off, boy. 20 by 20, right? So 3,616. 616, boy. All right, cool. If you don't put it to be, it's not wrong. So they wanted 1 dp. Where, am I missing it? I'm not seeing it. Where they say they want that? On page 1. Oh, they did? Hold on, just now, sorry. Again, they say the live inactive on TikTok now. Hold your tail. TikTok. Give yourself. All right. On here. Oh yeah, okay. 3 significant figures or 1 decimal place for angles in degrees. Okay, yeah, so there's a standing order. So thank you very much. TikTok, good, we hear and we see. Okay, Ann. Okay, lovely. Thanks for letting me know. I was a little worried. Yeah, it said everything else to do. Yeah, okay, right. So you see, we need to read the instructions. Clearly, I did not. Right, right, okay. Hey, Rihanna, how you doing? And real curly TT. That's TT or pi? An error 404. 404. Javier did this paper. As in Jordan? From my class? Right. Hey, patterns question, boy. Get to some fun stuff now. Alright, a sequence of patterns is made of dots and lines of unit length. Some of these lines form squares. Okay. Sorry, wait, let's take another time check. So it's just about the hour? Alright, cool. Yeah. Some of these lines form squares. The first 3 diagrams in the sequence are shown. Okay, cool. So basically what they're doing is they're adding on a square and 3. Hold on. Yeah, a square and 3. So this is the add-on. The square, 3 lines and 3 dots. All right. The dot inside the square and the 2 dots on the right. Okay. So draw the next one in the sequence. Okay, cool. So basically, we just go and draw a square, line, dot in the middle. Right, cool. Easy. Now, the fun part. The number of dots D and the number of unit lines. A unit line is a line of length 1. Unit means 1. Right. That form each diagram, L, form a pattern. Yes. The values for D and L for the first 3 diagrams are written in the table below. Study the pattern of numbers in each row of the table. So guys, maths is the study of patterns. This actually is one of the more intelligent choices they made for the maths exam. I'm not saying, sorry, Anya, so when are you doing a POA crash course? Anya, for January or for May, June? Because I had advertised in December that I was doing a crash course and 1 person signed up. So I was like, okay. So I just gave her everything free, right? I don't know that I have space in my schedule to do a crash course for January, but I have 10 paper 3s and 10 paper 1s from the 2020s available on YouTube for a price, right? Yeah, sorry, one of my students messaged me, right? May, June, Right, so for May, June, that crash course will probably be in April, starting in the Easter break or just after mock. You can watch this space for more, right? Okay, sorry, let me get back here. Yeah, so complete the rows numbered 1, 2, and 3. Okay, this here, all you really have to do is assess the change, right? To go from 5 to 8, you have to add 3. To go from 8 to 11, you have to add 3, right? And I always say work this out first, right? So basically what's happening, to 5, you keep adding 3 every time, right? So what's going to happen is, on the diagram, or they didn't give you a letter for the diagram. Let's just call it N, right? Diagram N, as they put an N here, right? Okay, cool. So what I'm saying here is that, okay, so this just low hanging fruit. So for the fourth diagram, clearly you're going to add 3 again, so that's going to be 14. For here, you have to add 7, add 7, add 7, so that's going to be 29. Okay, cool. Right, 3n plus 2. Yeah, answers about this part. You got that too. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so what was I saying again? What? 3n plus 2? Yeah, right, cool. Yeah, guys, sorry. So what thanks, right? So that's line 1. So, yeah, so to try to do line 2 before you do line 3, I'm not even sure how to do that apart from the long way. If anybody knows, you could fill me in, right? This is what I was saying, right? You see this here? That's the change from 1. That's basically a gradient, right? These are linear functions, as in, like how we have a straight line, y is equal to mx plus c, right? That m is the 3. The x is the diagram number, right? So like 3 by 1, and then it'll be equal to 5, right? So 3 by 1 is 3, and 3 plus 2 is 5. So that's how you get that, right? All right, so 3 by 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. Try it again. 3 by 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. 3 by 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11. 3 by 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. So the rule here is that it is 3 by n plus 2, right? I added 3 until I get 59. Yes, you could do that. That is correct, right? Nothing is wrong with that. Goku boy, Kamehameha, right? And then for the next one, yeah, 7n plus 1, right? So again, same thing for this one. You could do, right? So 7 by 1, right? And then that's 7, and we have to add 1 to get 8. 7 by 2 is 14, plus 1 to get 15. 7 by 3 is 21, plus 1 to get 22. 7 by 4 is 28, plus 1 to get 29. So this one is 7n plus 1. So what that means is we could work backwards to get this, right? If we do 3 by n plus 2 is equal to 59. So first things first, subtract 2, right? If you subtract 2 from both sides, you get 57. And to solve for n, you could divide by 3, and that'll give you 19. And then you can plug that 19 inside of here to find that, right? So that'll be 7 by 19. So 7 by 20 is 140 minus 133. 133 plus 1 is 134. Tremaine, yep, there you go. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'll drink some water. Your throat hole. Right, one of the diagrams in the sequence has 148 lines. Calculate the number of dots. 3, 7, 11. So that was a quadratic. Okay, so the easier way to work it is to kind of work backwards, right? Okay, so 148 lines. So we have 7n plus 1 is equal to what? 148. So 7n is equal to 148 minus 1, which is 147. And n therefore is 147 over 7, which is 21. Now from there, we can plug that 21 inside of here, right? So that's 3 by 21, which is 63, plus 2 is 65. All right. 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 Okay. Well, if it worked, cool. All right. Lovely. All All right, so we're in the tail end of the paper here, guys. I'm hoping to finish this within half an hour. So if I move a little fast, I apologize, right? But I had to get home. I have a 2-year-old and a 2-month-old. And the babysitter just left. So it's my wife and I have an 11-year-old stepson who helps with his little brothers, right? He is a good big brother, so he does help. But he also has SCA coming up, so he has work to do too. All right, functions f and g are defined, right? That. What's the value of f of minus 2? So you simply have to substitute minus 2 here and here. All right, so 1 plus 3 by minus 2 all over minus 2 minus 1. 3 by minus 2 is minus 6, as minus 3. It has minus 5 over minus 3, and a minus divided by a minus is a plus, so it's just 5/3, right? Let me double check that. F of minus 2, that's minus 6, so that's minus 5, and that's minus 3. Okay, cool. Yeah. Determine a simplified expression for fg of x. So fg mean you had to plug g inside of here and here, right? So f of g of x. So that's 1 plus 3 by 5 minus x all over 5 minus x, then minus 1, right? In the numerator, we'll expand using distributive law, right? So 3 by 5 is 15. 3 by minus x is minus 3x. Down here, you can do 5 minus 1 is already 4, so you just have 4 minus x. And in your numerator, 1 and 15 will give us 16, so you have 16 minus 3x all over 4 minus x. Derive an expression in terms of x for the inverse function f inverse of x. Okay, so f of x is 1 plus 3x all over x minus 1. Let me do 3x plus 1 now. Over x minus 1, right? So instead of 1 plus 3x, I did 3x plus 1. Don't make a difference, right? 3x plus 1 and 1 plus, sorry, it's x minus what? X minus 1, right? Right, so that's f of x. So you let that equal to y. What am I doing again? Sorry, my brain, I am tired. Yeah. Right, so you swap out x and y. So x is equal to 3y plus 1 all over y minus 1. And now you transpose. What's your question correctly? Sorry, Okian. Which one, Okian? Did I do something incorrectly? Yeah, I'm wondering what I'm doing. The heading. Algebraic relations. Derive an expression in terms of the inverse function or for fg. Which one? The part 2 or the part 3? I don't want to leave any errors if I can help it. Anybody else spotting any errors? Will the POA crash course be on YouTube? Yeah, you could. But if I'm doing a crash course, it'll also be on Google Meet. Hey Tony. Oh, thanks very much. I appreciate your appreciation. Yeah. Okay, cool. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And if you can give me a little more information as to which one, 2 or 3, I had to go ahead. All right. It looking correct, but again, if anybody else spot anything to fix, let me know. I'll fix it. Right. Kenya, as in with JJ and friends. Boy, what's going on? Very good job. Thank you, Peter. Right, so first things first, let's multiply by the denominator. Sorry about the scrappy writing there, guys. Right, so we'll expand that side to get xy minus x equal to 3y plus 1. Let's bring all the y's to one side. So we'll subtract 3y and we'll add x to both sides. Factor out the y here. Make it better, this is x plus 1, and then y would be equal to x plus 1 over x minus 3. And that is your f inverse of x. All right. Cool. All right, so about 10 past. All right, let's check out part B. I think we have a velocity time graph. All right, the velocity time graph below describes the journey of a car over a period of 70 seconds. The journey is represented in 5 stages labeled 1 to 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is velocity and time. All right. When the velocity is increasing, that's acceleration. When it's flat, it's constant velocity, right? Acceleration, constant velocity, and then deceleration. So 1 and 3 are acceleration, 2 and 4 are constant velocity, and 5 is deceleration. So during stage 4, the car is traveling at 45 meters per second with an acceleration of, of 0. During stage 4, right, if it's a constant velocity, there's no acceleration, 0 meters per second squared. All right. Determine the maximum acceleration of the car during the 70 seconds. So the max acceleration is where the gradient is steepest. That's here. If you look at it, right, you have 1, 2, 3 spaces there, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's like a 4/3, right? As in vertical over horizontal, 4/3. But here you have 2, where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a 5/2. That's bigger. All right. So we'll find the gradient there. All right, we're going? Yeah, man, later. So the change in velocity, that's 45 and that's 20, right? All right, you're going? Yeah, man, later. So 45 minus 20, and the change in time, that's from 25 to 30. That's 10 seconds, right? So 35 minus 25. Yeah, man, Elijah. 45 minus 20 is 25. 35 minus 25 is 10, so that's 2.5 meters per second squared. All right, cool. Hey, I got a straw hat now. All right, cool. A, B part 8, right. Calculate the distance traveled by the car during the first 25 seconds of its journey. The distance traveled during the first 25 seconds, right? All right, yeah, man, I'll see you. We're trying to organize to see if you can get a one-on-one for POA, so we'll see how that goes, right?
Oh, you don't know?
Yeah, yeah. But if you had to come to the class, come, right? It's not a problem, right? But we're trying to organize. Yeah, man, later. Right, so you have a trapezium there. And the area of a trapezium is half the sum of the parallel sides multiplied by the perpendicular distance between, right? So that is 25, that is 10. And then the perpendicular distance between is 20. So a half of 25 plus 10 multiplied by 20. Oops. Whoa, hold on. Okay. How do it? Okay, cool. Yeah. You got to the cheese? No? That's question 6. How far y'all got? Okay. That's not bad. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, I think he has a clash or something. Yeah. Yeah, what we gonna do? 350. Yeah, for the physics guilds, and then you have the evening. Oh no, your form 4 start back next week. Okay, cool, no problem. All right. Yeah, later. Meters, right? I definitely feel. Well, tackle it at me. Do you give lessons to adults? Currently, no, but I have a friend working with me who does. So if you need lessons for an adult, you could DM me here or on Instagram, right? So do you offer lessons for Form 3 maths? Yes, we do. I don't do the Form 3, but if you're interested, again, DM me either here on Instagram. One sec, I'm gonna lock my door. Lock the door. So nobody walking off the street. Oh. My cousin, she now sent me the working it live on YouTube right now. And TikTok. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Right, so that was question 8. Circle geometry. Well, in the pandemic, I actually ordered some books, a lot of maths books. I read like 5 of them. And I just developed a greater love for circle geometry. All right, okay. The diagram below shows a circle with its center O and points P, Q, L, and N lying on the circumference. Ln is equal to NQ. Ln is equal to NQ, my bad. So you have, if you focus on this, you have an isosceles triangle there, which means that these two angles here are going to be equal. Yeah. Right. RM is a tangent to the circle. And the angle between tangent and radius is 90 degrees. All right. Angle MLN is 63. Okay, cool. Explain why angle X and angle NQL are not equal. Okay, well, I think the people might have thought that was angles in the same sector, right? So the angles are not in the same sector, nor standing on the same arc. The angles, yeah, no. Angles in the same sector standing on, yeah, the angles are not in the same sector. In the same segment, angles in the same. Same segment, sorry. Standing on the same arc. This is interesting. They actually asked, why are they not equal? That's not something I've seen them do very often, if at all. So it forces you to be able to articulate the opposite of the rule, or at least articulate the rule in a negative way, or say it doesn't follow this particular rule. Standing on the same arc. Sorry, I forgot the last word. Okay, interesting. Okay, 9a part 2. They want angle X and angle Y. Okay, cool. So we gotta go back here. So angle X. Okay, so check this, right? So this angle here is 63. And this is a chord. And there's a rule that says the angle between the tangent and the chord is equal to the angle in the alternate segment, right? So that would be 63 degrees here. They are equal since they are subtended by the same chord. Well, X and Y are not, but X and Q are equal because they are subtended by the same chord. So that is correct, Fee, if that's what you meant. So good job with that. Let me see. It said R equal. What? Oh. Wow. Okay. Sorry. I had a backtrack. Yes. Sorry. At this point, I'm fed up with CXC. Yeah, guys. Again, I do apologize. I am a little tired. All right. Hold on. Let me do that again. Sorry. Explain why the angle X. Oh, you know what I saw? Angle X and Y. Wow. Angle NQL is this angle here. Right. The angles are in the same segment, standing on the same, or subtended by the same arc. Standing on the same arc or subtended by the same. Yes, sorry, guys. Thanks very much. Unc, can you adopt me? Slumbus. I had 3 kids already. I don't think I have capacity for more right now. All right. Okay. Thank you, everybody who pointed that out. Well, all right. Angle X. Okay. So angle X and angle Y. All right. Cool. So angle X. Right. So we said that. Sorry. Where was I? So angle between. What went on there? Right. The angle between the tangent and the chord is equal to the Beavis. Right, equal to the angle in the alternate segment. That's this angle here. So that's 63, and that's 63, right? So angle X is equal to 63 degrees because it is equal to NQL, which is thus equal to MLN. Right? So you have 2 reasons here, right? So this one here is because angle, hold on, just now. Well, actually, you could go straight from here to here, right? Let me show you. If you actually blank out this line and this line, it's the same rule. The angle between tangent and chord is equal to the angle in the alternate segment, right? Okay, yeah. You could do that. All right, fine. MLN, right? Because angle between tangent and chord equal to angle in alternate segment. Yeah, I think I'm not sure I could finish the whole thing, guys. Off the what is it true that trend statement? Yeah, we're in a statement. It's a long time since it's 30 December. Yeah, Angel, yeah, Gil, yeah, no, it's easy. So which days are accounts, maths, and also your life? Okay, accounts and maths are both Mondays and Wednesdays. Accounts is 4 to 6, maths is 6:30 to 8:30. All right. 10 friends. Wow, thanks for sharing. I see in then Z. Then Z. Sorry, my right and bad. My bad. Right, angle Y. Sorry, so we go back here. Angle Y. Right, okay, cool. So check it. We're going to focus on the fact that this is an isosceles triangle. And we know that this angle here is 63. We know that this angle here is also 63. So if we add 63 to 63 and then subtract from 180, because the sum of the interior angles in a triangle is 180 degrees, right? So angle Y is equal to 180 degrees minus 63 plus 63. So that's 126, right? 126 from that is 54 degrees. Right? Okay, cool. Sorry. Okay, yeah, guys, I'm going to try to finish off as much as I can, so I'm going to bypass the reason for now, right? Sorry about that. Hey, trigonometry, boy. Bearings, 2 ports, E and G. E and G are on level ground, 245 kilometers apart. The bearing of E from G is 302. So this angle here is 302. 302. A ship is anchored at F, some distance away from G on a bearing of 228. We'll put that one in our green. Right, so that's 228. Angle EFG is equal to 52 degrees, right? The information is shown diagram below. On the diagram, insert the angle of 220. Okay, so the only one is 228. Sorry. The way I was just on your TikTok live about to ask if you oh, all right. Wait, can't Y be 90? 90? No, the whole angle here will be 90. Right? Because, yeah, this is a diameter. A diameter cuts a circle in half. Half a circle is a semicircle, and the angle in the semicircle is 90 degrees. But it's the whole angle there, right? Not just this piece. Because that angle is not in the semicircle. All right, Jadon? Right. So I hope that helps. Right. Determine the angle of angle FEG. So FEG is this angle here. Now we could figure out this angle here, because that would just be the difference between 302 and the 228, right? So if you find the difference there, so that's 72 plus 2 is 74 degrees. Who messaging me? Aha. Curry, boy, what? Wife cook curry. Oh yeah, I might have to be cools. Yeah, it's on YouTube right now. And I made it public, so I think it would be there when I log off. Yeah, I don't hurry, boy, because my wife, she cook a food. Time to eat a food. I don't mean anything innuendos by that. I literally mean to eat food. Okay, and to find that FEG, so that would be 74 plus 52 from 180, right? So that would be equal to 180 degrees minus, sorry, I was going to put a square bracket and change my mind in the middle of writing the thing. 74 and 52 is what, 126? And 126 from 180 is 54? We didn't just get 54 degrees in the next one? Yeah. Oh, they're making me doubt myself by putting the same answer. All right. Lisa over Hachichiko. I heard that, but today is Tuesday, so I just confirmed. Okay. Wait, I missed that whole conversation. Monday and Wednesday. Yeah, that's sorry, Lisa. Yeah. Yeah, Monday and Wednesday. As normally do add maths too, but right now I have one of my, I guess I could call her my assistant, because that's what she does. So she's handling my Form 5 maths class right now. So that's why I'm able to do this live. Yeah, actually I was just I have something else that's, oh, come on, man, Philip. All right, hold on. I know what to do. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go on to this page here, and I have to go down. So it's 9. It's question 9b, part 2, right? Hold on. Right. I know it's on there. Right, okay. And, right, okay. Cut, and then we're going to go, first of all, we're going to put it here. We're going to paste it there. And we're going to go from here and paste it as well. Okay. Calculate GF, the distance the ship is from port G. All right. So we had a thing. Could you, thank you, right? The distance the ship is, that a ship? Hey, you could show the actual thing, thanks, please. And okay, we're gonna here, boy. All here, the paper. This record is being posted. Yeah, on my YouTube. Oh, look at it, right? The distance the ship is. Hold on, what do I want? Calculate GF. The distance the ship is from port G. So GF. GF is that. Okay, so this is 54. All right, 54. Right. Should I break out my formula here, boy? They want GF, right? I'm gonna put a line in yellow. Okay, cool. We're gonna use sine rule, all right? We will call this, right, that's FG, and we have EG. EG is, right, opposite FG. So we're gonna use sine, okay? So it's gonna be FG over sine 54. Sorry, I had a kind of, right, so FG, or GF, right, over sine 54 is equal to 245 over sine 52. Paper was doable. Yeah, I agree. If you're completed enough with the syllabus and we're well enough practice, I agree. Okay, well, yeah, that's just calculate a food, right? So 245 divided by the sine of 52, then multiplied by the sine of 54. So about 251.5, right? So 251.5 kilometers, correct, 21 decimal place, right? That's for angles. So we could probably round it to 252, to be honest, huh? Because they did say 3 significant figures. That was on the front of the paper. Indicate the point H on line EF such that GH is the shortest distance from G to EF. What? Hold on, I'll read that again. Indicate the point H on the line EF. So indicate the point on the line EF such that GH is the shortest distance from G to EF. The shortest distance from G to EF. H, and make sure and put your right angle. So that's point H right there. Cool. Determine the distance GH. All right, okay, all right. I kind of saw that one coming. Determine the distance GH. All right, no problem. Well, you have multiple right angle triangles. You have 2 of them, right? So this side is opposite the 54, and you have your hypotenuse, right? So that's sine. So sine 54 is GH over 245. Right, what year? This is the paper from today, Rashi. This is the 2025 January Maths paper 2. Sorry guys, let me just answer my wife real quick, right? I need a new phone. Right, okay. Okay. All right. So, yeah, she just reminded me to come home and not linger. So let me finish up my stuff here quick, right? Right. So all we have to do here is multiply by 245. So therefore, GH is equal to sine 54 degrees multiplied by 245. So 54 sine by 245 E. Right. So 198. Yeah, so 198. 198 kilometers. Does that make sense? 252. Let me see 252 and then. Cause could that be 200? 245. FG was what? GF was 252. Yeah, so those two would be kind of close. Okay, yeah, that could work. That could work. Yeah, because this was almost isosceles, 52 and 54 aren't far apart. So 245 and 252 are close enough. Okay, yeah. All right, so that's it for, all right, so last question, guys. So let's see if we can knock this out. But I know this question looks, oh, sorry, what? Let's not talk about it, Brandon. Hard luck, boy. Maybe it might be better than me. Who knows? Diagram below shows quadrilateral OLMN, OLMN, and a line in between, right? It looks like a kite. O is the origin. OL is 4y, OL. OM is 6z. ON is 2x. So x, y, ooh, all three axes, the x axis, y axis, and z axis, boy. How many of you know about the z axis? How was it for you all, though? Yeah, well, let me see. The point A lies on LM, such that LA to LM is a 1 to 2 split. So that means that AM is double LA. So it's split, so relative to the whole line LM, it's a 1/3, 2/3 split. So LA is 1/3 of the whole line, and AM is 2/3 of the whole line. Cool. The point B is on MN such that MB to BN is 2 to 1. So here it's the same 2 to 1 split, so that MB is 2/3 of BN of MN, and BN is 1/3 of MN. Okay, expressed in its simplest form, MN in terms of x and z. So MN. So to go from M to N, we have, so again, with vectors, you can only travel along the lines that you have the vectors on. So you only have vectors here, here, and here. Right? Sorry, let me see. Pretty girl. Jan 2025. Yeah, okay. So to go from M to N, you have to go from M to O, and then O to N. Right? Sorry. So MN is equal to MO plus ON. MO is the inverse of, sorry, I should really do it below, right? So to go from, so notice the direction here. To go from O to M is 6z, but we're going backwards, which means you're moving in the opposite direction, which means it's negative 6z. So we express that as the inverse of OM. So you put a minus sign in front of OM. Yeah. Plus ON. So that's minus 6z plus 2x. Yeah, okay. How you all read this paper? 10 being the best. John exam will be the same. No, it'll be the same. It's different papers all the time. No repeats. Find in terms of x and y in its simplest form an expression for ln. Ln would be LO and ON. Alright? So ln is equal to LO plus ON. LO is the inverse of OL. So you just put a negative sign in front of the vector. Who's that? Right. Yeah, okay. I like any comments here, guys. Keep it up. Keep it supporting each other. Very good. I appreciate that. Right, so that's minus 4y plus 2x. Yeah, show that AB is equal to 2/3 of 2x minus 4y. Oh, sorry, I went on the wrong page. What are we trying to find, sorry? AB, the vector AB. Okay, so to go from A to B, we could go from A to M and then M to B. So let me say that first, right? So AB is equal to AM plus MB. AM is 2/3 of LM. And MB is also 2/3, but 2/3 of LN. Of MN. MB is 2/3 of MN, sorry. Hold on, let me make sure I did the correct thing there. A to B, right. So we had to go from A to M, M to B. So that's a 2/3. So this is also a 2/3 portion here. And a 1/3, right. Now, do we have LM? No, we do have LM. We have, right, so LM would be minus 4y plus 6z. Okay, cool. So, all right. 2/3 of minus 4y plus 6z. 6z? Yeah. And then 2/3 of mn, right? That's minus 6z plus 2x. Yeah, and look at that. You could factor out the 2/3, right? Factor out the 2/3. And you have minus 4y plus 6z minus 6z plus 2x. So 6z minus 6z will cancel. And you could bring that 2x in the front. Minus 4y. All right, cool. 6 minutes there. Not bad. Right, very curious. 30, how you doing? Okay, don't lose it. Right. John, to get it, you had to message me. What's the website that you have the PDF on? Adaptuation.com. I haven't uploaded there in a long time, so it's best to message me on Instagram. Yeah, I probably could have, Brandon. I just had to finish it first. All right, Lavish. Don't worry about it. Do your thing. Do it. Just let me see if I can. I'm sorry to be rushing, but I was supposed to finish by 8:30. Based on your results in part 2, state 2 geometric properties relating Ln and AB. Okay, so this is also 2x minus 4y. All right, so this and this, right? So first of all, they're parallel because when a scalar relationship exists, they are parallel and they're in the same direction. It's a positive scalar, so they are parallel and heading in the same direction. Right. We are in a centimeter, right? 6, 7. What's your Instagram? Same Adaptuation. So same name as the channel here. All my socials are Adaptuation. Right. Yeah, sorry for rushing. Again, I had to get home to help my wife with the kids, right? And she was telling me a whole lot of stuff there just now, so I had to go and handle all that too. Determine the values of the unknowns in each of the matrices given below. Okay, cool. This is the end of it here? Yeah, boy. All right. So 4 plus x is minus 3. 4 plus x is minus 3. So x is equal to minus 3 minus 4, which means x is minus 7. And then minus 2 plus 8 is y. Minus 2 plus 8 is 6. So y is equal to 6. Cool. And then down here, we have multiplication. So we have 2 unknowns, so we need 2 equations. All right. so let's multiply this by that. So we have 5a minus 3c, and that's going to be equal to minus 10. Right? And then let's do 2a plus 3c is equal to 17. Let me double check. 5a minus 3c is minus 10. 2a plus 3c. Right. So what we'll do is we'll add these two together. Right? 5a and 2a is 7a. Minus 3c plus 3c is 0. Minus 10 plus 17 is 7. So if 7a is equal to 7, a is equal to 1. Right? And then we could sub that back up inside of one of the equations. Let's put it inside equation 1. So sorry, this is equation 1, is equation 2. Right, so 5 by 1 minus 3 by c is equal to minus 10. 5 minus 3c is equal to minus 10. Let's add 10 to both sides and add 3c to both sides. So that's 15 is equal to 3c. So 15 divided by 3 is c. So c is equal to 5. And let's just triple check that by doing the next one. So 2 by 1 is 2. Plus 3c is equal to 17, right? So if we do 17 minus 2, you get 15. 3c is equal to 15, which means c must be equal to 15 divided by 3, which is, again, is 5. All right. Okay, cool. Yeah, guys, so that was the Jan 2025 paper 2 math solutions, except for the construction, which, again, I can't do with this app, unfortunately. But I'll see if I could do it like on a short or something, a YouTube short, or Instagram reel, or a TikTok, if I find some time to do such. Right, so I hope this was helpful. And again, thanks for picking up on the 1 or 2 errors I made. Again, I was trying to fast track it because I know how to get home. Right, Brandon, you're welcome, everybody. Yeah. Again, I hope it was of benefit. Sorry, I believe 7. The one with 62 degrees. Cool. Hold on, which angle here? 62 or 63? It was this one, or it was one of these, this one here? No, well, this one didn't have 62. Anyhow. Yeah, but sorry, yeah. I'm not gonna, that's Brandon. Yeah, Chelsea, no problem. The question I had asked. Oh! I think I mixed that question, because, sorry, I was trying to, again, finish the people intend to reach home. 2029. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, guys. So I'll log on up there. So again, you all can DM me on Instagram at Adaptuition, on TikTok as well. I usually see my Instagram messages more easily, right? I'll see if I could organize a PDF for you all. We'll see how we do it, right? Anyhow, guys, I had to go. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys on the up and up. And yeah, if you all want help with any topics or whatever, again, message me. I have replays available. I have stuff I cover in my class, so I'll see if I can put up some reels to let you know what I'm doing in maths and POA. And yeah, the POA crash course for May, June coming. If anybody doing POA for Jan, let me know. I'll see what I can organize for you, right? All right, guys. I gotta go. Bye. ISIS now joining. I know.